Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Another run here with Dobbins. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. Short throw to Disley. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. First carry now for Gus Edwards. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And off we go from SoFi. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Flush down out to his left. That's caught for the first. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it down close. Touchdown, LA. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a... And a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. They drop him with a big hit. And at least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Forced out to his right. On target to Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that gives them first and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him around 3 yards, and it sets him up with third and goal from the 2. Pacheco. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Reed now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. After the sack, another pass on second down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run. Deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Here's 2nd and 2. He's on the move. He's on the move. Bouncing football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. Cut out left. And he's able to get this down to the 13. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert from the gun. Hauled in left side. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's an LA touchdown. Chargers offense was coming off, but no. Coaches say, stay out there. We're going for 2. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Hardman with a return. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He'll throw it. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pacheco hauls it in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Escapes the pocket. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Run from Pacheco to start the half. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
It is Cup, left side. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. 2nd and 6 now. Gets this to McConkey. There he goes again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Rice. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Mahomes. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Trying again following the sack. Looking right, and he finds him. And that will not be enough for a first down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. To the air, Mahomes. Still on his feet. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Running behind center with Edwards. Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Once again, the Chargers electing to go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's